What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another Solo Leveling Arise video. Alright guys, man oh man, listen, Battlefield of Trials, this brand new challenge mode has got to be my favorite new mode in the game. Seriously, I'm not kidding you when I say this. I love the fact that it actually offers us a weekly way to get ourselves more essence stones, quite a bit of them as a matter of fact. You get 50 times 10. So an easy 500 right there in one section and another easy 500 over here in this section, plus a lot of other things along the way, including gold, resources, shadow essences, you name it, you got it. Like, this place is rocking it. So as long as you have 2 fire elemental units that you can bring along with the new Phoenix bow, which will make life a lot easier if you have it. You don't have to have it, but it makes life. The Orb of Avarice works incredibly well here, by the way, as well too. But everything here is so well put together and so easy to do. It's literally become one of my favorite spots to just farm and kill things. Like, if you look here right now, like, I'm going to use these 2 units. I literally had no gold left. like this is my free-to-play account. I had no gold left whatsoever, and now I'm back to 429k just from finishing off a simple 10 stages that took me literally like 15 to 20 minutes, if even that. So I'm very, very impressed by this addition, and I think it's one of the best things to do in this game for a new player as well as veteran players alike who are looking to just fill up their loot chests and get as much out of this as they can, including gold and essence stones. Now, I know a lot of people were concerned, like, what is going to be the way to replenish your essence stones? This weekly one here, not to mention on top of that, you're also going to get whatever you get from the weekly trophies, right? As well, too. You can actually rack up close to 2,000 like by yourself just from doing this every single week. That's not bad. Not to mention every single day you're going to get dailies. Not to mention every single week you're going to get to, or every single couple days you can do the weeklies. There's a lot of bonuses here, guys, with the game that they've actually added, making this very sustainable for free to play players. So it's got me very excited knowing the fact that now I don't have to stress over new chapters coming out or going back and trying to clear old trophies, which I still do on a constant basis to just replenish some of these things. But look at this, there's more gold right there. I'm gonna move my screen for you guys so you guys can see. There's an easy 55k gold, there's an easy 50 essence stones and some actual low tier mana crystals. Things are so simple now. Like, this addition to the game has been honestly one of the best things. I didn't really understand the quality of life. I didn't really appreciate the quality of life features in this last update until I started going through them all and seeing how much easier it is now to get things that I need out of the way. Like, for example, the whole 4 times key thing for free-to-play players, man, let me tell you, my dailies are so quick now. I just log in for 10 minutes and log out. Honestly, the gates take the longest. And right now, it's actually kind of easy for me because I've been just farming blue gates in order to get myself more of these materials here and the purple stuff. That's right, the purple stuff, baby. Just to get myself some more armor enhancements, etc. Right? And I've been telling you guys this for a while because a lot of you guys have the same question constantly. Is like, Payne, how do you constantly have armor enhancement? Well, it's simple. I go on and off days. I go off days where I just don't do any gold ones. I just do all blue ones just to get as much of the enhancements as I can. And then other days when I need gold to make up for that, I'll go do the gold ones, right? So very important you do make that distinction between the 2 different days for yourself as well too. I think it's a huge, huge deal and a great way to help yourself get through a lot of the content that you're missing out on by making sure you're farming the proper methods. So honestly, like, this here, like, check it out. Like I know some of you guys were struggling on this, so let me know if you guys need me to make a guide for any of this. It's free to play, but so far I've been like just killing it. Now, this is a good reason to actually pick up, not a good enough reason if you plan to skip her anyways, but a good reason if you have her to use her now. So Yusu Yun is honestly incredible here. Just destroy shit. Now, I know a lot of people will say, like, well, I have Choi and that's good enough. That's fine. Choi is a great addition still to this, but you need 2 fire hunters. It's either Emma, Choi, or Yusu and Choi, and honestly, both work incredibly well. You can use Yusu as well too. Sorry, I keep calling Yusu, I know, and people are confused. You can use her with Emma as well too if you don't have Choi. Nonetheless, you still have enough options with fire here to make it happen. The SSR units are incredible. Now, I know a lot of people were like, Choi's still a better unit, in my opinion. Well, not a lot of people, actually some people are saying that. I'm telling you now, if you think that, I think in the team setting, the main thing he's going to really bring is that defense down. But overall, she just like, I've done so much team testing now because people were like, well, Payne, you can't really test Choi solo. I mean, you can. Yeah, he's not built that way, but you still can. But I've started testing him in team settings as well. She still out DPSs him. There's really no ifs or buts about it. I've got them both at 810 now, and I've been destroying with her. So I know a lot of people are still hesitant on pulling for her, and that's okay. I'm not going to convince you guys otherwise. I've said my piece already about this. I will not skip out on any main DPS elements because you just never know when they're going to be needed. She has made my life a lot easier with this, so she's become my farming machine when it comes down to this content specifically, right? So I honestly love her gameplay. I love her game style. And I know she's not like the hardest unit to use, but I love that about her. I don't have to really worry too much about trying too hard about making sure that she, I have the proper setup, the proper element, the proper rotation. Like she's so simple to use. And I love that because it's like a no-brainer. You just go out there, boom, just one shot everything. It's crazy. She's so good. Anyway, so if you guys are stuck on this for any odd reason and you need guidance in terms of getting this done for any stage, let me know. You guys see the last video I put out, if you watched it yesterday, I was at 5,000 something essence stones. Look at this already. Almost, it's crazy how fast I'm right back to almost 7,000 at this point, right? So like we're halfway, like 6,500 very soon, and then we're going to be close to 7,000 after I do some other things here, I'm sure. Plus, if we get a free one. This mode, honestly, guys, highly recommend focusing on it. Now, you are going to need some breakers, so this is where Emma will come into play versus Choi, where she's going to have a little bit more of a spot on your team. So, but look at this. You don't even need her, really, you don't even need to break, really, at the end of the day. Look at this. Look how quickly we're just killing shit. Like, and just bring in here, look at this, defense down, and then bring her back and just mess shit up, bro. Like don't even front here. Look how much fire damage she's adding to her attack. That 14 stacks right there, that's 14% more fire damage just from her alone, and she's always doing fire damage nonstop, right? So incredibly powerful unit. This is not supposed to be a showcase for her, but I kind of feel like that's what I'm doing right now. So nonetheless, guys, you should really be pushing this every single week, especially if you're free to play. The resources are amazing. The content itself is fairly easy to do. You get to fight various elements of bosses from different places, whether it's Battlefield of Tower, or Battlefield of Trials, or if it's the stages. Like, look, you're fighting an orc from stage, chapter 17 or chapter 18, whichever one you're on, and you get to, experience some of the new mobs that you normally would not, as a new player, experience unless you're further up in the game. So this is a great place to kind of get your rotations down, to understand how boss mechanics work, how certain enemies work, etc. Especially these orcs. Especially if you're a new player, this is going to be a really awesome place. Keep in mind one thing: if you are not using fire elemental units and you are damaging the opponent, they will hit you back with a reflect. I don't know if you guys noticed that I was getting hit there with Alicia. She was losing her HP and her shield was just dropping quickly. It's because if you don't use a fire elemental unit or attack, you will lose HP on this. There's a reflect damage. And look, you can see Yusu is not losing anything at all, while Alicia was. So I'll show you again. Watch what happens, right? Well, look at her HP. Constantly just losing. I don't know if it's a reflect or if it's just a stage mechanic. I forgot which one it was. It's one of the two for sure, though. But you do lose HP. So keep that in mind when you are going in here. It actually is a benefit to bring some fire units. Even if it's the SR Song unit, you have no choice, just to kind of fill that extra gap to get yourself those essence stones. It's worth it. I promise you guys. So there you guys have it. My new favorite piece of content. I love this thing. Honestly, it's just a refreshing way to do this. It's fast, it's easy. Plus, honestly, at the end of the day, it's a great way to continuously get yourself some essence stones, which we desperately need as free-to-play players. So kudos again to Netmarble for putting together a very nice packaged trial for weekly. I really hope that they come out with other elements as well. Right now I know it's fire, so I'm not sure whether that's going to be a monthly thing, but right now fire is the element obviously of choice because of Yusu and the Phoenix Soul. But hopefully we'll get some new elements that'll put some light for some other units, and the fact that it'll let us play around with other units and test them, because it's a pretty damn decent testing ground for some of your units to see how strong they are. Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think about this. Amazing content in my opinion. I love this, and look at this. We're back to 6,500 and rolling. All right, guys, this is Payne. Thank you again for watching. Let me know if you need a guide for any of these stages. I'll go ahead and make one for you if required. I think they're fairly straightforward, though. We're at floor 9 already. But again, anything you need, let me know. I'll do my best to be there. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the support. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.